indeed an NSPPDian, and I am absolutely aware because I do see her always at the venue, and she just celebrated the way we do celebrate once God does it for us. And she said, "How will you shout?" And she shouted, "Woo!" Just like our convener always just do that. Indeed, what God cannot do does not exist. No. Mercy is the winner of this week's black envelope, but sadly, it is so useless to her, just the way the letter P is in the word psychology. Why am I telling you guys the end of the story from the beginning? I promise never ever to do that again. This is the voice of the Commander-in-Chief of Armed Forces of all the occurrences in the ongoing BBNaija themed All Stars. Remember that I have only one primary assignment, and that is to just unpack and summarize the entire occurrence that has just occurred in the ongoing BBNaija themed All Stars. And here I am going to summarize how the entire housemates compete in today's Heads of the House challenge. Also, how they nominated each other and how they also fought to just know who is going to win the black envelope. First and first, I am going to begin my narration on how the entire housemate competed as Adekunle emerges the head of the house for week 1. Once it was 2 p.m. this afternoon, Big Brother asked the entire housemate to just gather at the lounge, and Big Brother called Uriel and KIDDWAYA at the arena. And after giving them the possible instruction, they were not just getting it because Big Brother was just trying to just make them to just do every task at once. But since it's not sinking in their head, Big Brother now asked them to return to the lounge, and he now decided to just take it bit by bit. That was how they now started all over. The first person to just make their way to the arena was, who was the person that was just called? Remind me, I can't remember, but one of the housemates was actually called to the arena, and Big Brother now explained how this game is going to be played. First off, they are going to take their first 60 seconds, that is 1 minute, for them to just uncover the box. What you just have to do is to identify the objects that are beneath the box. And each object appeared twice in separate boxes. And while you are done with that, after 60 seconds, a song will be played, and you are to dance to the song until the song stops playing. And then you now go into one bowl that is in the arena. You have to pick a particular envelope. Then when you open the envelope, the object that you saw on the picture that is inside that envelope, then you now use your brain to start uncovering that box again to identify the object that is beneath that covered carton, a box. Let it just match with the picture of the object that you saw in that envelope. So easy, right? Of course it is, only if you can be calculative enough. And that was how they start. But I just have to tell you, there was one or two twists in between, because you see, that music is going to make you forget exactly what you saw while you were just uncovering all those boxes within the first 60 seconds. And that is how they keep on coming one by one. I understand that some refuse to dance, whereas some don't even understand. They were all just dancing. Of course, KIDDWAYA entertained us dancing. Mercy was very smart to understand. She couldn't even just dance like I expected when Biggie asked her. She said that she was doing a retentive dance. She said that she does not want to forget exactly how she just already placed the object that she saw beneath the carton. Alex played, Adekunle played, all of them were just being calculative enough. And this is how they continued playing. Then, when it was 7 p.m., Big Brother decided to suspend the head of the house challenge and now asked the entire housemate again to move to the arena, because they have already notified us that this black envelope must be played once it's 7 p.m. every Monday. Why they were asked to move to the arena, Big Brother now gave the instruction to go and search the entire house, that a black envelope has been buried somewhere or hidden somewhere in the house, and whosoever that found the black envelope will now be. He did not even explain, and that was how he asked them to move into the house. They are not to search the garden, they are not to search the head of the house, and they are not to search the arena, but every other place can be searched. Immediately started, Mercy did not even take her time to find an envelope. And Mercy was like, they should just stop searching because they have found, she has found the envelope. But no, Biggie actually told them there is going to be a sound. Once you have the sound, you just have to continue searching, and you will not stop searching until you hear the second sound. Hence, the housemates continued to search even when Mercy has already said that she has found one black envelope. That was how Fraud and she now landed at the back of the head of the chair, and they started searching, and there was a black envelope. It was just the way Sheyi was saying, I was the one that found it first, and Fraud was like, I was there before Sheyi came. And Sheyi decided to just allow Fraud to just own it. They were still fighting it too when Big Brother now asked both of them to stand up. Now tell us, between you two, who was the first person to just find that particular envelope? And Fraud was like, hey, Sheyi. And Sheyi was like, since Fraud is saying that he was the one that found it, let him just have it. This is when Big Brother asked Mercy to just read out what was written in the black envelope. And she read it out, and she said that she's immune for this particular week for being nominated by her fellow housemates. It is time for Fraud to just read out exactly what was written on his black envelope. Lo and behold, Fraud said that what was written was better luck next time. The entire housemates were in doubt until they realized that it was exactly the truth. It was just the way Sheyi reacted for me. I was like, look at this, just two married men. These two married men that left their wife at home. The Yoruba one left the wife with a son, whereas the Igbo one left the pregnant wife, and they're here just dragging black envelope. I understand that it is just too road for them to win 120 million. And this is the end of the black envelope ish. It's time for them to continue with the head of the house challenge. And the remaining 3 or 4 housemates were now called back to the arena for them to compete. KIDDWAYA, Uriel. Of course, Uriel was once again dramatic in the arena, just like she did the first time she was called. And she kept on asking question. And I love the fact that BIGGIE is taking his time to explain all the instructions. At the end, Uriel did so well, just like KIDDWAYA, that kept on confusing his confusion. But at the end, Big Brother now asked them to gather in the lounge and commended them for just playing the game. And it is time for Big Brother to just call the final 5. And Big Brother said that Adekunle, Cross, Ike, SOMA, and Alex should just stand up. But Adekunle was declared the winner of the head of the house for week 1 because he finished the game at 12 seconds. And Cross was like, maybe I finished at 15 seconds because I was just here jubilating, thinking that I'm certainly going to be the winner. It was just the way Adekunle was reacting when he was pronounced the winner of the head of the house. I was like, you don't know, probably if we check him from this side, maybe he was not expecting that. Maybe he was also trying to pretend because he indeed wants to be in the good books of his fellow housemate. And Adekunle is the head of the house for the week, and Mercy wins the black envelope. It is time for nomination. While the entire housemates are waiting at the lounge for BIGGIE to start calling them one by one for them to make their way into the diary room, for them to nominate the particular housemate that they just want to see leave this particular show early. And Big Brother now told Adekunle that there is a badge somewhere where he will now get the badge that he is the head of the house, and also there is a 4 badge that has BFF, that's best friend forever, and he is to select 4 people as BFF for the week. And Adekunle selected Cross, selected SOMA, and now called Sheyi and Fraud because he felt that this is an opportunity, if not an avenue, for them to just reconcile because they actually dragged the black envelope. And that was when Big Brother told Adekunle the reason is that they are to enjoy all the benefits that comes with him winning the head of the house. And according to Big Brother, whatever that happens in the head of the house room stays in the head of the house lounge. It is time for them to just go in one after the other for them to nominate themselves for possible eviction by Sunday. I am just going to call it the way I just said it. You see this brain, it don't dey hot small. If you put water, it go boil and you could make eba. Now, the first person to make his way to the diary room was New. New nominated White Money, Cross nominated Join, Adekunle nominated Princess, Soma nominated Venita, Sheyi nominated Princess, Fraud nominated Princess, Mercy nominated Perry, Angel nominated Sheyi, Tolani Badge nominated Venita, CC nominated Sheyi, Princess nominated Venita, Perry nominated Princess, White Money nominated ILEBAYE, and Venita nominated ILEBAYE, Ike nominated SOMA, Joy nominated Venita, Alex nominated Ike, KIDDWAYA nominated ILEBAYE, and Uriel nominated Joy. pilot for this particular nomination, remember that Big Brother told the entire housemate that they will have the right for them to just gather as they want to discuss who they just want to nominate, unlike the previous seasons. That was how Angel, Tolanibaj, Doyin, ILEBAYE, and KIDDWAYA and Princess decided to just form a coven while they were having their meeting to agree on a particular housemate to nominate. ILEBAYE was actually a pronounced member, but ILEBAYE did not even say anything. Hence, Princess told ILEBAYE, the way you are keeping quiet, I am kind of suspecting you. It was just the way KIDDWAYA was even observing everything that was happening, and they all agreed that they are going to nominate Venita. Doyin refused them to nominate Ike, according to Doyin, that Ike is going to be a pawn for them, that Ike is the somebody that if you just cite him, he's going to tell you exactly what the guys are talking about, the girls. And when they said they should nominate SOMA, Angel was like, she cannot nominate SOMA because the fact that SOMA left earlier when he competed in Big Brother Naija season 2 Sigobe. Hence, they should just allow this guy to last a little bit in this particular All Stars. And they all come in agreement saying that Venita will be the housemate that they will kick out of Big Brother Naija house. Time for nomination don't reach you. Now ILEBAYE enter Big Brother Naija diary room. Now so in just called Tolanibaj, who say, see, this is ILEBAYE.
Don't want peace. I want problems always.
Indeed, in a play, in the show, it may seem as though that KIDDWAYA read ILEBAYE's mind. That was how KIDDWAYA made his way into diary room, and he returned the gesture. It was just the way he relaxed and was like, I am nominating ILEBAYE. And he was even asking Biggie if he, KIDDWAYA, pronounced the name very well, because he wants to be very sure and 100% sure that he is nominating the right candidate. And at the end of the nomination, sorry, I just have to chip in that Ike, among the 17 housemates that you're supposed to call their name, you are now telling us that you're just nominating SOMA, and while you're doing that, you were even tendering an apology. Please, don't just look for my trouble. Then Adekunle was the last person that was called into the diary room to nominate, and Adekunle, just like I said, nominated Princess. And he gave his reason. Now, Big Brother now have to tell Adekunle that there is no nomination for any possible eviction. In fact, this week is a free nomination week. But Adekunle is to sit and never ever share this particular secret with any of the entire housemates. Once Adekunle now came outside, it was how Big Brother now twisted all the nomination process. First, he has to tell Adekunle and the 4 BFF that they are all safe for this week's possible eviction. And Mercy, alongside being the winner of the black envelope, is also a mean for this week's possible eviction. Please, let's just give it to Adekunle. He is indeed a good actor. And Big Brother called them short and was like, you guys are going to celebrate Adekunle, but for now, let's just conclude the matter of the night. And at the end, Big Brother now told them that all the housemates are nominated for possible eviction aside 6 housemates. And they are Adekunle, SOMA, Seyi, Fraud, Cross, and Mercy. And Sisi was the first to just stand up when Big Brother now said they should just return as they were and good night. And now all of them are being tensed. And me, while they were doing all this nomination, in my head, I know that it's going to be no eviction week, because as usual, Ebuka did not even appear to address us before the eviction. So I just decided to wait to say the end. So as I said, Adekunle, being the head of the house, is just to be responsible for nothing, because he is as good as a nominated housemate. Mercy, when the black envelope, is as good as CC, Alex, and the rest of the entire housemates. But let's see how next week is definitely going to play out. But I just have to say this. Why are the entire housemates calling Princess? Waiting Princess come to, because Princess got 4 nominations. I think Doi got about 2. I think Seyi got about 2. It's for the fact that nobody mentioned the name of Rod, nobody mentioned the name of CC, and people were scared to call Ure. And most of the housemates, they were not just called. The truth is that you can just make your statement. And nobody called Alex as well. I think you just have to make your statement without stepping on anybody's toes. I felt Princess was called for the reason I don't know, but Venita, the way she has been doing, it may seem as though that they just want her to leave the show as early as possible. Thank you guys so much for stopping by for you to just get the recap, or if not the summary, of how the finding of the black envelope, the head of the house challenge, and the nomination process went. This is the first time ever you are coming across my channel. Please Please do not leave without publicly promoting and publicizing my channel by simply clicking on the red icon down below to subscribe to my channel, and also do endeavor to turn on the notification bell that is right beside the subscribe button for you not to miss out once I upload any video that has to do with the occurring occurrences of the ongoing BBNaija Season 8 Teamed All Stars. Biko, can you guys just give me an applause? Would they make noise for day again? Neighbor, it's just merely 10 p.m. What are you doing above my house? Somebody should listen. It is what I am suspecting. Let me listen again.